friends, we're doing Blowing in the Wind for our tutorial today. You can follow along with the free chord sheet that is linked in the description of this video. And if you like chord sheets like this, be sure to check out my songbook collection at lindsaymueller.com/ukulele. We're going to be going over the chords we need for this song and how to play them, the first note to sing, and a few easy strumming and picking suggestions. So make sure your ukulele is tuned up. It should sound like this. And make sure your fingernails are short on your fretting hand so they don't get in the way when you're pressing down on the strings. So let's go over the chords we need for this song. In this version, we are using A major, which is your middle finger on 2nd fret of the G string, index on 1st fret of the C string, and the other two are open. D sus2, which is middle finger on 2nd fret of the G string, ring finger on 2nd fret of the C string, and the other two are open. You can also choose to use the normal D, which is that, but putting your pinky finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. But I like to use D sus2 because it's a little bit easier and it sounds a bit different. And then E sus4 is just take that D sus2 shape and move it up or down towards the body 2 frets to the 4th fret. So it's 4th fret of the G string, 4th fret of the C string, and the other two are open. It's E sus4, but you can also choose to use the normal E, which is that plus your pinky on the 4th fret of the E string and your index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. But again, I like to use E sus4 because it's easier and it sounds a little bit different. And then the last chord we need is F sharp minor, and that is your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, ring finger on 2nd fret of the E string, index finger on 1st fret of the C string, and the A is open. So I recommend practicing the transitions between these chords and getting really familiar with them until they're almost memorized, because that will make it easier for you to focus on the strumming and singing and putting it all together. So now for the first note to sing, it is E, which you can see at the top of the page there. So we find the E string and play it, and then we sing it. Ooh. And then we see what the first word is, how. How many roads must a man walk down? That is how the tune of the song is going to go. For the strumming suggestions, the first one that we're going to do is a down strum every underlined syllable. So follow along with the music and let's give it a go. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Awesome. So you can do that throughout the entire song. It sounds great just like that. But if you want to spice it up a little bit, let's see another strumming pattern we can do. Let's do a down strum every beat. So if we're counting this song and feeling into this song, it's in 4/4 time. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout the whole song. So that will mean we're doing down strum every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that with the second verse. Yes, and how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years must some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man good. Now for level 3, we're gonna do a finger picking pattern. This finger picking pattern, this is how I do it. Thumb on G, index on C, middle on E, and ring on A, and pluck those at the same time. So let's do that all together. G, C, E, and A. Again, G, C, E, and A. And then we do C again. So all together, G, C, E, and A, C. G, C, E, and A, C. And if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So practice that on its own quite a bit until you feel comfortable with it. I suggest practicing it just on open strings, so you're just focusing on one thing. Then when that feels comfortable for you, then you can add in some chords. So then you can take the chords of this song and just practice with the chords. A, D sus 2, E sus 4, F sharp minor. No! So once you feel comfortable with doing this finger picking pattern with the chords, then we can try and putting it all together with the song. So let's try doing that with verse 3. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? Back to the chorus. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Chorus one more time. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Very nice. Now that might take a bit of practice, and that's totally okay. Be patient with yourself. Take it one step at a time, and then put it all together slowly. I'm gonna play through the whole song again using this finger picking pattern, so follow along with me. Remember, you can slow down this video if you need to. Just click the little settings wheel and then playback speed, and then select 0.5 or 0.75 or whatever speed you need. Or you can also play along just using down strums every underlined syllable or down strums every beat. So here we go from the top. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Verse 2. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Verse 3. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. One more time. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Awesome. Have fun with that song and let me know if you have any questions. And remember, you can get chord sheets just like this in my Ukulele Songbook collection, which you can check out at lindsaymueller.com/ukulele. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.